can go in and ask him to wait.
Yeah, I'm sure the orcs will, give you a few minutes just to make it a fair.
Look, we're only on session 1, and we had a session 0 because we like to count funny, I guess, but we're only on session 1, so I'll be patient, but if you don't let me raise zombies, I'll be upset. Okay?
If you want me to, I actually could go ask the orcs in Orcish if they're willing to just, come up here, but I don't think that's gonna help us much.
Do we have, snacks? Maybe some tea?
Well, the entire kitchen staff is dead, and most of the kitchen is ruined by spears. So
you consider that a problem? I consider it an opportunity.
We'll just see if the orcs want to watch the latest, greatest Disney film.
Make your auntie with blackjack and hookers.
Guys, wasn't there, before we ended off last week, wasn't there, a noise from somewhere where we stored the other non-combative passengers?
Yeah, the second board.
That was the orcs board.
Well, we didn't know it was boarding until now. Spoiler alert, man.
Well, okay, so we're on, I think the first deck. There's 3 decks and then a cargo bay. We know that there are not orcs, or at least there weren't orcs, on the second and third decks, so they're probably in the cargo bay, which we never checked because we're not genre savvy. I knew there'd fucking be something in that fucking cargo bay.
Madame.
Andy wouldn't fucking put it there if he wasn't gonna fucking make us go down.
I did send my panther to check it out.
Well, to be fair, you could have seen into the cargo bay, and it was empty from the third deck.
Uh-oh.
So, if there are orcs in the cargo bay, it's because they just now boarded.
I immediately take off past the team to go check out the cargo bay.
I am right behind you, Kami.
I luxuriously get my axe back and check for anything else useful.
I wondered why we had been temporarily turned into a tree.
Yeah, because it's eco-friendly.
I follow as fast as possible on my tiny halfling legs.
So, random thing. Did anyone ever play Fallout 1 or 2?
Yes.
Briefly.
I tried.
Whenever you see an isometric and you're like, there's a person behind there, that kind of reminds me right now of that typeface that I can see.
I can see that, yeah. 1 and 2 were great. I love Vegas for capturing their spirit pretty well.
Myson, can you please stop? Okay, so far the order is Burke, Myson, Key 3, who's after those?
I guess my character, Havana.
You might as well assume I'm at the back of the group, because I'm pretty sure I have the slowest movement speed aside from maybe our heavy armor wearers, and also I'm really, really tiny. Those tiny halfling legs.
Perhaps when you get to know him better, Pantera will let you ride him into battle.
I'm running in with no shirt on and my brand new bloody shield like Leroy Jenkins.
I never understood that reference. What exactly is Leroy Jenkins?
Oh my god.
It's a
no,
Warcraft thing.
No, if anyone else explains this to her, I will kill you.
Okay, take it away.
Okay, Leroy Jenkins is this super, super famous World of Warcraft meme where this guild is going on a raid, which is big and involved, and they're about to do a really serious, difficult boss fight. And they're making plans and planning really hard. And this one guy is away from his computer, so they're just ignoring him. He's not hearing any of the discussion. And then he comes back and he says, well, let's do this. Leroy Jenkins! And he just charges into the room with the boss fight and aggroes all the monsters and gets everybody killed. And the internet fucking loves it. And at the end, he says, when everyone's really mad at him, he just says, well, at least I have chicken.
There you go.
And that's Leroy Jenkins. It's really famous and beloved.
That is amazing.
Who's meowing?
That is the real Pantera. He's not feeling too well. His stomach is upset.
Aw, poor kitty. Poor kitty. What are you doing, computer?
Yeah, Panda's gonna
Okay.
try to take care of him for a little bit, see if she can help. But in the meantime...
Alright, so, Bert, when you get to the bottom of the stairs to the third deck, you see on the stairs down to the cargo bay, there is an orc.
Mm-hmm.
And the orc is aiming a blowgun at two figures on the far end. And he fires a dart that flies out and hits Delilah.
Uh-oh.
And at first, nothing seems to happen. She just, like, reaches up, like she's going to pull the dart out. And then there's just, like, this suction, and she's gone.
Oh, no!
The girl she was rooming with, like, shrieks and runs back into their... And then the orc turns to you all and draws a bow. Initiative, everybody.
Okay.
I'm also wondering, like, why do you never reveal the entire map?
The magician never reveals all his secrets.
Yep.
Oh, so usually... 'cause
We've already been on this entire level, like...
Well, this is the cargo, eh?
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
What an amazing initiative.
God.
It's just weird, because you make these maps, and then most of the time I don't think we, the players, even see the majority of the map, because you
We want to see the magic.
leave so much of it in the fog of darkness.
I think most of it's because we don't actually explore it.
I'm clicking on initiative and... Oh.
1. Wah, wah.
I never actually hit the orcs yesterday, and or last session, whatever you want to hear that as. But they are my favorite enemy. So that would have done more, if I'd done anything.
Oh my god, you know what I realized?
Mm-hmm.
Since Myson has a negative initiative modifier, he can actually roll less than a 1 on initiative. He managed to roll a 2, which netted him a sum of 1, just over 1 on initiative, but he can actually roll less than 1.
So if you rolled less than a 1 on initiative, do we have to roll in the wild magic table?
So,
Well,
rolling
you
from
would if he
token,
multi-classes into sorcerer.
that is 15.13 for Kalen with a ranger's advantage. What about you guys?
What?
I think it cut out there.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
Oh, wait.
Billy?
Wait, quick thing. Before we start. Does initiative count as an ability check? Probably not, right?
It does not.
Nope.
Meh. I was wanting to see if I could use one of my luck points to add a
Nope.
D to it.
One of your woke points?
Luck points. I'm lucky.
Oh.
But he's a member of the 1%, so he's probably not.
Mm-hmm. I paid someone for this luck.
Alright, The orc goes first.
The Orc Ranger, my nemesis. And he even has the bow, the stereotype I'm avoiding.
Actually, I'm not on the initiative. I think I go before the orc.
Oh, hold on. Let's see.
Oh yeah, you got an 18.14.
I also did not roll for Pantera.
Player characters always go before the NPCs, so even though we both rolled an 18, I get to go before the orc.
Okay.
Because I'm a player character, bitch.
Yeah.
Let's see. Panty's initiative is...
Also, your dex is slightly higher.
That is also a factor.
Doesn't seem to be on that sheet. You know what, since I rolled twice, I'll just use the 9 for Panty if that shows up at all. It yelled at me about the token thing, which is why I rolled for the 15. Yelled at me, I tell you.
Alright, I'm gonna use Eldritch Blast on the orc.
Okay,
Just
then.
get out of spell slot.
Wait.
You don't actually have line of sight from there.
Say, I don't need spell slots to cast cantrips.
I said because, not but.
Also, I want to point out that in both games we've all played together, the Warlock has just always wanted to create minions. Whether live or otherwise.
Alright, I'm gonna see how many squares of movement it would actually take to get to line of sight. Because I don't know if I have enough. I think it would be like exactly as much movement as I actually have.
Let's see, it would... Like, you could... there's no, wall on the staircase. You could just, walk off the staircase and drop about, 10 feet. Or
I'm
go
3
down by
feet tall.
Well, I was going to say, or go down by Brian and then drop off about 5 feet. So, what I'm saying is you don't have to walk all the way down the stairs.
Or just leap from one side of the stairs to the other.
I'll
Jump
do
on
my
that second
shoulders.
one. I'll do that second one with the 5-foot drop because that probably won't kill me.
You can also jump on my
I mean,
shoulders.
a 10-foot drop wouldn't kill me in D&D, but it would certainly kill me in real life because my ankles would just be like, no!
And my Achilles.
Okay, just roll me, acrobatics. It's an easy DC, you're only falling 5 feet. Okay, you pass. You land on your feet, and the orc, you see him as he drops the blowgun he used to... Yes, and you fire your Eldritch Blast.
It does 2 beams, so I get to shoot him twice because he's the only thing to shoot.
Yep, you hit both times. Ooh, he is not having a good day.
But you were describing what he was doing when I dropped down to murder him.
Yes, he was dropping his blowgun and pulling out a short bow.
Ooh, I want the blowgun. I call the blowgun.
Well, it has orc spit on it, but okay.
Well, I can wash it off.
Alright,
Let's face it, Burke didn't even take the time to put on pants before running to a fight until the DM forced him to. He would not wipe the orc spit off the blowgun
That's true.
before
That's
using
true. I'm trying to think if there's a cantrip that sanitizes things.
it. There is.
Prestidigitation.
Yeah. Prestidigitation would do that. So yeah, that's my turn. I can't do anything else.
Okay, the ranger takes both Eldritch Blast to the chest, and he looks pretty rough. I mean, he's not on his last legs, but you did a lot of damage to him. Now that it's his turn, he aims his short bow at and fires one shot at you, and then a second shot at Burke.
Because the flailing half-dressed idiot is truly just as threatening as I am with my 3 feet tallness.
Either way, he missed you.
My DC, or my AC is ACDC.
Your AC,
14.
Is it?
Because
because you're wearing only pants and you have a shield, so
13 then.
Yeah, so that just hit.
Nah.
Incidentally, you said confidently that he didn't hit me, but I want you to know my AC is 12, so don't be too confident about that in the future. You can hit me pretty easily, you just didn't happen to at this particular moment. Barely.
Yeah, I know your AC is low, but I also knew it was, like, higher than...
That's pretty low.
Right. I'm not made for taking hits. I'm fucking 3 feet tall.
We know.
Think you can nimble.
I feel I should be slightly ashamed that I have only 3 more armor points than you, even though I have, like, 5 feet on you.
Do you have more HPs?
No!
I have 42.
I have 40, so...
Yeah,
9 damage.
I am almost as squishy as you, Tiny Mage.
Okay, so, Bert, the arrow hits you for 9 damage. It's kind of sticking out of your shin. It's not very comfortable. The orc, after he fires both shots, turns and runs down the stairs and says, hey, he says in Orcish, so I don't think, let's see, who understands Orcish?
I do.
I do not.
Nope.
He says, well, something in Orcish. Myson and Kalen would understand it to be, hey boss, we've got more incoming.
Wait. Alright. Okay, so actually I can use I'm wondering if it's worth using this channel divinity on him, actually. Because it is a reaction, like...
Hey, boss, we got more incoming. Get the boys up here.
What's it a reaction to? What's the...
Immediately after an attacker within 30 feet of you deals damage with an attack against a creature other than you.
So the attack against Burke.
Right, okay. And what does it do?
It forces the attacker to make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the attacker takes radiant damage equal to the damage it just dealt. On a successful save, it takes half as much damage.
Well, that guy took 9 damage as he fled.
She wasn't sure if she wanted to use it or not.
Oh, well, okay. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I don't mind using it, and it weakens the guy anyway. I just don't want to waste it.
You didn't waste it. I mean, it's kind of hard to waste it since it, even on a successful save, it does have damage.
Okay.
Alright. So he runs downstairs, and you hear orcs chattering. Myson specifically, Myson and Kalen, you specifically hear something along the lines of, we should go get back in the ship. The mission has been accomplished. And it's Kalen's turn.
They're going to try to retreat. They've already got the girl. I don't suppose any of you have handy-dandy explosives or anything to put paid to those plans.
Giovanna has explosive crossbow bolts.
Do you
Honestly, I didn't understand a fucking word of that, Ben.
Oh, good. It wasn't just me.
Yeah, that was very quiet.
Okay, let me try this again. I apologize, I'm a little tired. The orcs are going to try to retreat. They were after Starblade the entire time. Do we have any explosives like the one you fired just now above us?
I've got an arrow in my shin if that helps.
Does Burke actually say that out loud?
Yes, he does.
P3 gives him a look like, how are you so stupid? She doesn't say that. She gives him a look.
I respond to the look with, okay, it really, really hurts. I'm just trying to find ways to cope.
Giovanna mentions that she has more explosive bolts.
Excellent. Do you think that you can place them within the shots before they manage to leave? Because if they pull out, we are going to have to deal with the vacuum. It's easier to, just render them to shrapnel on the inside. An added benefit. Most of their men die.
If you're gonna, this conversation has gone on a bit, so I'm gonna say it's Pantera's turn.
Pantera's just
Is he saying that we should attack the ship? Because Keith3 points out that they have Delilah Starblade on the ship and we don't want to kill her. Also adding that if she gets killed, Kalen doesn't get paid.
We don't negotiate with terrorists.
My dear girl, you, seem to misunderstand. They intend to retreat from us, but in their boarding fighters. If we don't kill them, and they pull out, the air goes.
Oh, shit.
That is an accurate point, yes.
Does anybody have engineering? Did anyone trade engineering, one of their skills for engineering?
I did not, but if we take a mulligan, well, I don't know if Burke would know anything about engineering.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Well, that's fine. Just roll me roll me a general intelligence check, and Myson roll piloting.
I think I had a skill that I hadn't spent on anything, so if literally nobody else has engineering, I'm going to say that's my other skill.
I like it.
Alright, then roll that.
Piloting? Okay. Where is piloting?
So it would be the same bonus as an int-based skill I'm trained in, right?
Yes. And for Myson, piloting would be...
Found it!
Yes. Okay. Giovanna and Keith3, you realize that there's probably a way to seal off the cargo bay. It has a door that slides closed. It's probably only activated from down in the cargo bay, though.
Giovanna, well, I guess I'll wait to my...
Well, Keith3 will reply with that.
Is Pantera going to do anything this turn?
Pantera's just going to sniff around the bodies for now. He doesn't really aim to go running into a pack of armed and terrified orcs. Alone.
All right, Giovanna, your turn.
Cat's just
Giovanna.
like, fuck this shit. Sorry.
Would everyone like to move as a party into the cargo hold?
Giovanna suggests we
Sure.
go to the cargo hold and hijack one of the ships.
I can probably do that.
Let's all go into the cargo hold as a party. That would be very nice, thank you.
Charge!
All right.
I will tote key 3 so she gets there faster.
Do we have like a backpack or a what is that called? Oh god. A papoose for our diminutive partner.
That
Basically,
was like I was trying to think of the word too, but that's what I was imagining. Was just like one of those things you strap to your chest and put babies in, and Kaylin just gets ones that's slightly larger and puts key 3 in it, and she's really mad about it.
athletic. If you crit fail athletics, you get D6 damage for it being the one falling. Because he falls face first. Okay, I'm done. Thank you.
Well, if she's gonna have to be worn like an article of clothing, she wants to be on his back, so he'll absorb the hits and stuff.
Hodor.
Fair. Hold on.
Also, you said he does tote key 3. Does he ask her permission, or does he like just pick her up?
No, Kalen's a generally polite boy. He would be more along the lines of, pardon me, may I pick you up for a moment?
She conveys that she can get there by herself.
Oh.
It's probably not that far.
Let's see, we did discuss possibly branching into engineering this morning, but yeah, had not done anything of the sort yet. Maybe this is the life lesson that will teach him that he needs to look into these things, though. Hey, DM?
And I realized I accidentally deleted the ranger.
It's okay. He switched to melee now.
Oh no.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. He threw down his bow, say he ran out of arrows, and just pulled out an axe. All right.
He only brings one with him on.
He shot 2, so
Oh, that's true. That's true. He only brings 2. Can't get it done with 2 arrows. It's not worth doing.
Indeed.
Anymore, it would have exceeded the weight limit of the fighter.
Yep.
So he's the one that shot all those Skyrim guards. 1 arrow to the knee. Clever dick.
Well, you got me in the shin, so close enough.
Okay.
the shin is your knee.
No,
Pretty
it
much.
isn't. Your shin is
It's
right
knee.
there. Your shin is the part below your knee.
Yeah, the shin
You're
bone
right,
is connected
you're right.
to the knee bone.
I haven't had any sleep, okay?
Same.
I couldn't
BRB,
now
gotta
at
take care of
all.
cats.
Okay.
Am I the only one here who's well rested for
I'm
what?
well rested.
And you get plus
I am
10,
not well
10
rested.
percentage to experience points for being well rested.
That is part of why I am in between muttering and managing full speech, actually. I apologize again for that, but I am
Like,
far
we
from
got an
well
extra
rested.
hour of sleep and everything, guys.
Yeah, well.
All right. I am back.
Yay!
Okay, so the nearest orc rushes up and tries to hit.
Damn it. Not wearing armor was a bad choice.
You were in a hurry.
My hair's still wet. Yeah.
Blood.
Pack 'em, smack 'em, skin 'em alive, and all those other fun orc things to say during a fight.
If I crit fail, my conditioner gets into my ears, and it gets into my eyes, and I'm blinded for a turn.
So,
Yeah.
Oh, I just remembered. We should use the rhythm bot again.
it kept giving us trouble last time, so I...
Yeah, and everybody got distracted by talking about the music, too.
That is
I
true.
missed it, though.
Not this time.
Yeah, everybody's already tired and goofy.
Bum, bum, ba-dum, dum, dun, 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 dun,
Tommy,
dun.
I will kill you.
I was thinking about saying that myself.
That was my very terrible version of the action theme from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
I appreciate you doing
I thought that was your very horrible rendition of the Indiana Jones theme.
But it's a little bit further away from that.
That's how bad it was. I couldn't even tell what it was a badly done version of.
Yikes.
Do we need to roll
Okay.
initiative again, or
No, I'm just going to use the same initiative as the previous fight.
Works for me.
The orc fighter comes up. He takes a swing at Burke, but the first hit just bounces off his shield, and then the second one just goes embarrassingly wild, and he spins completely around on his heel.
Yay!
Was that in character, Bert? Did you
Yes.
just step back and go yay? Nice.
Not far enough for a attack of opportunity, though.
It's not actually Keith-Ree's turn. I forgot I was doing group initiative for these guys. Okay, the one that previously shot Burke.
If we don't need to
throws down
reroll,
his-
if we don't need to reroll initiative, we should have it on the list, though.
Yeah,
It
we
is.
can't see it.
We can't see
Oh my god.
have the previous
Uh-oh.
ones, the ones on the other map.
Alright, you know what? Everybody just hold on, reroll. Wait, don't reroll yet. I'm going to delete everybody.
Okay.
No, don't delete me. Okay. I will lose my mind if I don't roll higher than a 10 this time.
For the honor system, Kalen and Pantera already went, but I will re-roll anyway. Just to see what happens.
One.
Ouch.
Oh my god, Myson rolled another one on
Oh,
initiative.
so we are allowed
Technically
to roll
it's a
now?
2. Technically it's
Yes.
a 2.
Sorry, I missed
And
it.
make sure you have your token selected or it won't add it to the initiative.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, I rolled better this time. Good job, Self.
Yeah, I didn't have my token selected.
Huh. I'm not seeing Pantera's initiative on his
Oh.
this time. Let's see. Screw it. I'll roll it the old-fashioned way.
And I'm back.
Pantera's initiative is on the right side of the sheet near the top. It just looks like a D20.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir. Yeah. So, fittingly for having gone last time, we are very nearly dead last. And Myson, having gone last time, being very dead last, also works out.
Myson didn't actually take his turn. He just used a reaction.
I was the other person who used my turn, and I'm like still at the top of initiative for some reason.
I'm slightly higher up this time. Yay!
Okay, so the ranger you saw before throws down his bow, runs over here to get into partial cover and tries to toss an axe at Myson for that spell that Myson just cast on.
Don't hit me! Damn!
Myson, that does barely hit your AC, does it not?
Barely.
Wait, what is my... Is Myson a dragon?
When you're a tank all the way.
I like how, like, Myson and Burke kind of have the same energy, with Myson, like, saying holy shit in front of a bunch of, like, traumatized people where he's trying to be the official authority person, and then Burke just being a complete idiot all the time. But Myson's, like, an incredibly effective derp, and Burke is just plain old derp.
Yep.
Derp with a side of herp.
Yes. That's what
There's
happens
the
when
side
you...
of mirth. I was gonna say herpes, but mirth makes. I think I was gonna say mouth herpes, and it just turned into mirth.
I like Murph. Okay, that's secretly where the origin of the name Murph came from. Fun fact. Yeah, Burke is rich. He hasn't actually had to hold on to a real job for his entire life. So.
Okay, the third
Bobby
orc
Newport
fighter.
never had a real life.
Guys.
Sorry.
The third orc fighter tries to rush. He swings his axe once at Burke and misses.
Yeah.
And then swings at Myson and barely hits.
Shit.
Ooh, for 14 damage.
Good.
Okay, what? I'm 42 minus 14.
That should be 28.
Yep.
I could use some healing.
I'll heal you on my turn.
Thank you.
Is your HP only 42?
No, it's like 57, but I took a hit from an orc in that last fight.
Oh, okay.
No rest for the wicked. No healing.
If only we had gotten that short rest.
Short rests are for quitters.
We can't rest
And people who have spell slots.
Quitting is my middle name.
That's what I always like to say when I'm going into a meeting at work.
Okay, this other one runs up and tries to hit with a longsword.
Is it the green one's turn? Or the one with the little green circle?
Yes.
Don't they have their own initiative elsewhere?
Nope.
There we go.
Done in two groups.
Oh
One is the boss, and the other is the minions.
Okay, so that was its attack
Dang.
with advantage. Doesn't get a critical, but it does hit.
I think you still have to roll it again to see if it gets a crit.
No, Yeah, Wait, what? I thought I already rolled 12.
I think that was the previous
I don't know,
roll.
did you? I'm sorry, I don't know.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I rolled with advantage. It got a 17 and a 21.
My bad, I thought the 17 was from the last batch of fucking their shit up. Burke's shit, specifically.
Mm.
Your fault, You're not
Okay.
even wearing a shirt, dumbass.
Burke, you take 6 more damage,
Mm.
but this
Eight.
this creature does not seem to have multi.
I could take that. Oh man. Y'all need to get out of the... Yeah, think seriously.
These other two, instead of attacking, they move over to defend the shaman.
Burke seems like a prime candidate for this line that Andy will remember from one of our previous campaigns. A line that Burke's character Hesgon said. We have a friend named Burke too.
Okay.
So it's with a U, not an E. Where his character Hesgon was like, "I have 3 HP. I've got this."
I'm just mostly dead.
That seems like a line that this Burke would utter.
So wait, is death check, is that an ability check that I can use my D20 on? Just curious.
Ben might remember
Here's
that
tip
too.
for
I
you.
don't know if he was around for that.
Here's a tip for you. Do not die.
I believe I do remember that.
Kit 3, how much HP do you have?
My max is 40, and I'm at full
Okay.
HP right now.
Okay, gotcha.
All right.
What's your constitution?
Kid 3, it is your turn, actually.
No worries, I'll turn you into a zombie if I have to.
Yay!
Remember my tip.
Don't die.
Yes.
I'm just curious how much people will be affected if I use an area of effect spell on me.
I'm right next to you. Please don't.
You've got a hug. You can take it.
Quick question. What was Myson's god again?
Hello.
Because you might be meeting him in this encounter.
Yes, it was Paylor, the god of the island we were just on.
Also, don't be like my rogue last night and fail a dexterity check. And end up smashed into spikes. By a trap.
Did you hear me when I said it was Key 3's turn?
Yeah, sorry. I was waiting for everyone to stop chattering.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to.
Sorry.
You can just tell me to shut up. I won't be offended at this point.
So does that guy that was injured before have partial cover from me, or just from?
He has just partial cover, so it's AC plus.
OC plus. Alright, I'm gonna use Toll the Dead on this poor fucker.
For some odd reason, anytime you cast that spell, AC/DC's Hell Spell starts playing in my head.
No, that's a very sensible reaction. The same thing happened to me.
God, now that you're talking about AC/DC, my first thought when I hear AC/DC now is JoJo's.
Let's see.
God,
it!
Oh yeah, I almost forgot I could do that. Instead of toting Key 3, I could just cast Long Strider on her short legs.
That sounds scary. Does that make her, like, legs taller?
No,
I can imagine it puts me on some magical stilts.
It
All right,
just
Brian.
makes this speed
Yeah.
increase.
Hello?
Hi.
It is me. Oh, okay. Sorry.
In
Oh, wait.
Soviet spaceship.
Thought I saw
Brian
something as just
Tattoo.
the light.
Andy, wait. I realize since I'm at 5th level, the damage is actually 2d12.
Oh, okay, cool. Go ahead and roll again then.
Should I just roll another d12 or roll 2d12?
Or just roll another d12.
God damn.
Sad.
Somehow the 1d8 was still better than 2d12.
Bree, you need to switch out your digital dice.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Will Wheaton coded Roll20.
Wheaton.
What do you mean about my digital dice? Or was that a joke?
It was a
It
joke.
It was a joke.
Oh, okay.
Brian, what are you doing?
I'm going to slip over here and attack this motherfucker here.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Okay, let me find it again. There it is.
There we go.
Yeah, that hit. As you hit this one, you get this strange sensation. As you cut into it, it doesn't feel fully solid, and you just cut right through it, and it just sort of dissipates into a cloud of smoke.
Ugh.
Okay.
No.
And when you do so, you see the shaman across the way win.
In that case, I'm going to move over here and do my second attack.
All right, you get an attack of opportunity from the one guy.
I didn't leave its area though.
Yeah, but because we're doing the flanking, I've altered the opportunity
Okay.
attack rules.
Okay.
So
There. I'm still gonna let it. I'll let him.
he crit failed.
Yeah.
That also his previous attack against Burke was a crit fail, so he is just flailing all over the place.
Gonna use
God
my
damn it!
I don't know what to do with my arms. Why are they not hitting things?
I'm gonna try to use
God
my.
damn it, Oren, get your shit together.
I'm going. Can I talk now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to try to use my hand axe on the one right in front of me.
All right.
And then I'm going to use my action surge after with the results of that, so my turn's not over yet.
Does he go poof too?
Okay. Yes. The axe just cuts into him, and he vanishes in a puff of smoke like the previous.
All right.
I'm going to take one more step and attack this guy here with my action surge.
Cool. 2 more attacks.
What is action surge? Is that a fighter thing or a feat or
It's a
something?
battle master, yeah.
It's
Okay, yeah, thanks.
not just Battle Master. Every fighter gets it, but it's basically an action point from 4th edition.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering if it was fighter exclusive, because obviously I don't have action points in my class, and I just wanted to make sure I hadn't missed something.
I have bardic inspiration points.
Yeah, even that second one with the 13 hits the shaman's weak AC. You
Yeah.
do a total of 18 damage.
Nice. It's not so strong.
You just cut right through this guy. He's looking pretty.
What was that? You cut off.
Sorry, he was looking pretty injured.
It's not so strong.
All right, Giovanna, your go.
Can I use? I'm going to use leader's word.
Okay.
On Myson.
Burke's just, why him?
No. That's all right. I'm only mostly dead. We're good.
All right. I believe it's 3d4 at the current level.
3d4 plus charisma modifier, it said. Unless that was changed.
No, that's correct. That's right.
Okay, what can I
Okay, so Myson, you regain 11 hit points,
Yay!
so you go back up to 39. And that was a bonus action, Giovanna.
Oh, really? Is the stairway? Do I have to step through people to get to Burke, or is this a two-person stairway or what?
Yeah, you can squeeze down the stairway next to Keythree and Myson.
Or step over me. I am very small.
I'll go there and then cast Cure Wounds on.
All right, that's 1d8 plus your charisma,
Yeah.
or not charisma, your spellcasting stat for Artificer, which I don't remember which.
I
should
think it's
be
intelligence.
All right, so you regain 6 hit points, Bert.
Yay!
And
Thank
it
you.
is finally your turn.
Yay! Okay. What to do? What to do? I will.
You gotta deal when they come for you.
All of these yays are totally canonical, so Bert just keeps going yay in the middle of battle.
I am
Something
going.
very wrong with this wet one.
Instead of attacking, because who knows how well it's going to work out for me, I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on the creature right in front of me. To the right.
Okay.
Well, I'm assuming it's a. Is it a? I mean, can I actually do a check to see if it's an illusion or whatever?
Yes, roll perception or
Okay.
arcana.
Perception or Arcana? I'll
think
go with
both.
Perception. All right. I
Yeah,
am very perceptive.
The guy in front of you, he smells like an orc. You're pretty sure he's a real thing.
Good. So I could actually use a real spell. Gotcha. Huh. Well, that alters my plan. I am going to cast. Ooh, I know.
I'm confused. Why did he check to see if the orc was an illusion?
Because
Because I was
two of
going
them have
to
already-
dispel it.
Orcs were illusions, Bree. The ones Brian's cut through were smoky illusions, but this one is a muscle boy. But he thought he could
Oh.
get through without fighting it if it was also an illusion.
Illusions don't usually hit people in my experience.
They can. You just have to believe in them hard enough. Okay, I am going to cast Blindness,
Alright,
Deafness
simple boy.
out of a 3rd level spell slot. Oh, wait. Yes. So I'm going to blind both the orc in front of me, and I'm going to attempt to blind both the orc in front of me and the shaman.
And what is the save there?
Constitution saving throw. It's against. That would be. Oh God, what would be my? 14.
Well, the warrior natural 20.
Good.
Oh,
He actually sees better after that spell now.
However, the shaman does not.
Yay! So that's one action.
The shaman's eyes become image won't load X.
Yay! Okay. And I am going to I'm gonna give Myson bardic inspiration. I whip out my tambourine and say, "You can do it. I believe in you."
Thanks, Kami.
You're welcome.
I vote you have to sing.
You can do it. I believe in you. Better.
Inspiring.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. Okay, never mind. Bardic Inspiration's Bardic Inspiration. Let me remove a counter. 4 inspiration left.
Okay, Kalen.
This may be the job we've had to do the least killing for, Pantera. Okay, so, out of character, the drawing little tool you guys showed me last time says that the nearest orc is exactly 20 feet away from Panty. So he could use Pounce if he can get through this sea of hips in front of him. Can he?
He's a cat. Yeah, I'll say he can.
Cats are liquid.
Then
To see
use
what in front of him?
hips.
Hips,
don't
like
lie.
the part of the anatomy.
They don't lie.
Yeah, I knew what he was talking about.
I wasn't sure if you could hear him correctly the second time.
Now I just hear, whatchamacallit.
Shakira.
Yeah, Shakira's yodel in my head. It haunts me.
Okay, I think Pounce failed again.
Oh, that poor kitty.
No.
Pantera crit fails, and the orc just sort of grabs her as she leaps at him, or him, grabs him as he leaps at him, and throws Pantera over his head. Pantera lands hard behind the orc.
No!
Kalen, that guy just tossed your cat. What are you going to do about it?
First, I'm going to get into range, and then I am going to throw an axe through his head.
Well, you're already in range. I mean, remember, you're about 10 feet up at the top of the staircase, and he's down at the...
Yes. Let's see. Does that hit?
That doesn't hit. Sorry.
Dang.
The axe goes.
Kalen made the mistake of telling Giovanna to duck so that he doesn't take her hat off with the axe, and so he misses the orc because the orc also ducks. Because when the enemy says duck, you duck.
Mm-hmm. That sounds about right. Dog
Unless they're literally throwing a duck, in which case you attempt to intercept.
Well, I still think you would want to duck because you don't want to get hit with an angry duck.
That is true, they are
Being
quite
thrown,
mean.
That duck is angry.
Not as mean as geese.
They can break a child's arm, you know.
Is there anything else I can do? I could have Pantera attack on the multi-attack if he's well enough. Otherwise, probably just this. No, I think I used this slot for spells already. Yeah, let's do Pantera's attack for my turn as well.
All right.
Pantera has the advantage now because he's flanking the orc with Myson.
Good.
I think that's how advantage works, right? Or flanking works.
I mean, he is flanking that orc, but he's also being flanked, so I'm not...
It's like the end of a Quentin Tarantino movie.
He could try and just kill off the already wounded.
Yeah, do that.
Let's do that, actually. So this wounded orc in front of us, we will move to, and we will attempt to bite.
You don't need to move. He's right next to you. Oh, nice. That definitely hit.
Excellent, excellent. So 1d6 plus 5. Is in this case going to be...
There's poop. I knew it was Pantera. Wait, no, Pantera's over there. Where's... I don't know, there's like 3. Where's that other?
Okay, so that is a bite that does 9 damage.
Alright.
Pantera bites into the orc's wrist, and it's bleeding profusely, and the orc looks like it's gonna die.
It's me! Hey, you know what?
Excellent, excellent. I think that's it for our turn, though.
Alright, blind shaman's turn.
Alright, the shaman can't see. It
You're
pulls out its dagger, and it's going to, it tries to cut his own hand, but I'm going to make him roll for this because he's blind.
He's lost proprioception as well.
How could you? You really thought the bathroom door was closed.
Then your background noise is getting pretty loud.
Yeah, let me go switch to tap to talk. It was safe for a little while, but now it's not.
Burb.
Burb?
So he cuts himself deeper than he meant and actually does damage to himself.
Yay.
However, the blood, as it trails out, snakes along the ground, swirls and burns.
Uh-oh. Oh, crap.
This does not bode
And
well.
some spiny, demonic-looking creature bubbles up from the deck of the cargo. And you hear the shaman growl something in Orcish. And those of you who speak it understand that to mean, you remember our contract, fulfill it, kill these fools.
Well, fuck.
Myson, your turn.
Oh yeah, Myson, keep in mind, I've got the inspiration is a single use D8 that you can either use for your attack roll or your damage roll. But you can only use it once.
Okay. I'm actually gonna move, sort of in front of Burke to protect him better. I want to move, here.
That would be standing on him. You can't do that.
Jump on my shoulders!
But I also want to attack this orc here,
Well,
right in front of him,
you
with
could
the
just
sword.
jump off the stairs and go right there.
Would that be an attack of opportunity?
He would get an OA, yes. But so far, these orcs haven't had much luck with.
Okay, I'm gonna jump off the stairwell and move here.
Is there a rule for unceremoniously shoving allies out of your way? Can you do that?
I mean, you could, but that would probably take an action.
Sigh.
So I'm just gonna go around Burke and I'm gonna try to attack this orc here.
Oh, of course, the one time you do it and he doesn't miss the... Oh,
Damn.
you're back down to 28. Wait, no, never mind. I'm wrong.
What do you mean?
He was doing the math wrong, but you still took 14 damage. It's just that your total, you got healed, so I don't know what your total was before you took 4.
Yeah. Anyway, you took 14 damage, so yeah, he hit you with that opportunity attack. But it is your turn.
I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna attack this orc twice, and I'm actually gonna use Thunderous Smite again.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, that leaves me with 3s. Lots remaining. Okay, and now I roll a d20 plus 4. Hit.
It's +7, but yes, both those hit.
Okay, and what do I roll for damage?
You roll your short sword's damage, which is 1d6,
And then plus my DA.
and then +4, and you can add his bardic inspiration die. So roll 2d6 plus 8, and then plus 1d6, and then whatever the thunderous smite damage is.
Okay, 2d6 plus 4 plus 8.
Plus 1d8,
Okay,
and that's 2d6 plus 4 twice.
I mean, why?
Or 1d6 plus 4 twice, or 2d6 plus 8.
Yeah, it's your head.
2d6 plus 8.
So 12 damage plus 1d8.
Plus 1d8 is 20?
No,
No, plus
plus
one, you gotta roll.
1d8. You gotta roll it.
Uh,
Okay, so 18 damage, and then Thunderous Smite does 2d6 at the base level.
Good God. Can we just say he explodes?
The orc has quite a bit of HP, so not necessarily.
okay. 1d6 plus 4?
2d6. No, just 2 more d6.
Okay.
Unless you cast it at a higher level. Okay, so 7. So that's 18 plus 7, 25.
Please be dead.
He's not dead, but he's looking really worse for wear.
Are we doing the massive damage roll where he has to do a constitution save to keep from dying outright?
No.
No.
So he gets knocked over into Pantera and falls prone.
Okay.
And I
Does that
realize
give me an
does not-
attack of opportunity?
No, force movement doesn't provoke OAs.
Boo. Welcome back!
Oh, I'm sorry, MSX. I didn't know you'd left.
Hence why I said burb.
Oh, I thought it said herb.
Yep, herb and burb.
Great. Now I'm imagining that she had to go kill Pennywise the clown while it was attacking her.
Ugh.
I
Come
hate it
play.
when that happens.
Okay, Myson, you just flatten that orc.
Okay.
And it's his turn. Let's see. Well, first the orc stands up and then tries to get revenge on you.
I think that's a miss.
Yep. It just swings wildly, but both attacks glance off your armor like they're nothing.
Okay, thank God.
Really.
Thank the Lord.
The one to the south of Burke is iffy about fighting two people at once, so it takes a step that way. That does provoke an OA from...
Perfect. I'm casting Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
You can't cast a spell as part of an OA. It has to be a melee basic attack.
I've got the feat that says I can do it.
Wait, what?
I've got
This piece of paper
God,
that says you can.
Yes, I've got a piece of paper that says I can do it. It was autographed by the mayor.
Oh, I thought you were. No, it's I can do what I want. Ron Swanson.
Yes. When a hostile creature's movement provokes an attack of opportunity, you can use your reaction to cast a spell at the creature.
Is it any spell or just a cantrip?
It has to be a specific spell that has an action cost and only affects one person, which Tasha's Hideous Laughter qualifies for both of those.
Okay.
You know, hence why I was waiting for an attack of opportunity.
Yeah,
So he has to make a wisdom saving throw 14. Ah,
ouch. He starts to chuckle, but then stops himself from bursting into a fit of disabling laughter.
he didn't find it funny. Oh.
I know, I think he was just aware of where he was in that situation.
Art programs. How much do they cost you?
Also, it says that he perceives everything as funny, in which case it sounds like a spell that you're just using to get them high.
Or sleep deprived.
Wait,
Yep.
I thought that was hilarious.
Okay, the
Okay, see, I
orc that's nearly dead
you got it off a website.
tries to flee from Pantera. Pantera, it's a new round, so Pantera has its reaction back and can take it away.
Another one? Photoshop, yeah. Photoshop's basically the
Vengeance!
really
Vengeance!
give you.
Don't forget, you gotta use the button now, Ven.
I just remembered for her.
The push talk button.
All of your programs. She wants to get a laptop so she can go ahead and use all of
Vengeance!
the stuff that I've been using.
Oh, I thought
Well,
people were
mine.
just saying that to, like, murder someone.
You could basically do that on your phone.
Nope, just
Vengeance!
typing. No, just typing.
Yeah, he's typing because his house is busy.
Oh, you transfer.
I can read. I'm just having a lot of fun yelling out vengeance.
Okay, 14 hits exactly. No, it does. It hit because when he moved out, he's no longer got the partial. So yeah, you knock him down with your claw, and he just smacks his face into the ground and falls unconscious.
But I would, when I get my Switch, I would have to upload that server into a cloud, and then log into that user on my Switch. Okay.
Also, he's probably going to bleed out because you just ripped out his Achilles.
Yay!
Seven
You can't
down.
walk.
So the blue hop out.
Okay, that... Oh, right, I forgot to actually have the one that moved to attack Giovanna do anything.
You just ran up on me with one hit. And they're nothing.
That doesn't hit Giovanna's AC.
So I got a horse, right? Does it matter if I get like
It misses twice. How is her AC 17?
wild horses with different stats, or the bigger ones have the same stats?
It's the hat.
Take him to the stable. Learn more. So you got off the platform.
Of course, the
Okay, so you're not at the beginning.
magical Akubra of
You actually do quests right away.
really, really good dodging.
I went straight to the right, and all these fucking huge lizard people.
I really feel like at some point you definitely need to give Giovanna a magic hat.
You want that skip around the air? I hate those fuckers. I defeated it with only 3 hearts.
Definitely.
Like that Bond hat, the one that can cut off heads.
Yeah, the odd job hat. Yeah.
Oh man. Shouldn't I go in the short version though? Just to be in.
Well, he wasn't that short. Oh yeah, he was a little short. Mostly just stocky.
Yeah, but I was making a reference to Goldeneye.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because Oddjob was so much shorter than everyone else, everyone would shoot over him, and then he could throw his hat and kill him.
So
As everyone
what
who
you're
grew up in that
saying-
era knows Oddjob is always cheating.
What you're saying is I need to get a hat, and it needs to be this hat.
Yes, absolutely. By the way, it's K3's turn.
Wild.
And you get an additional +1
Hooray.
AC for being short.
It's Keither's turn?
Yes. Sorry, I accidentally double-clicked the next turn.
Your weapons.
Ah, okay. That I was like, wait, what?
HP of your weapon before it breaks. You don't
Okay,
Bam. Broke.
too bad I used up all my spell slots.
That's what I was saying.
I will attack the shaman. He is missing HP, right?
Yes.
He's also blind, so you get advantage. Oh wait, no, not to spells. Sorry.
Well, I would get advantage if this one used an attack roll, but it doesn't.
That's wisdom, yeah.
Bird
Oh,
by the
yeah.
shaman. Maybe the monster can go away.
Alright, so roll 2d12.
It did. For some reason, it was
Oh.
only 9 because the dice.
Oh,
The dice really hate you today, Keithy.
They do.
Well, at least I hit.
That's
Yep.
true.
The fiend, I mean, the shaman is on his last legs, and the fiend looks over, and he just looks like he's judging the shaman so hard. Like, of course you need me to do your dirty.
Okay. I think just to have something else to do on my turn besides attack one thing. I'm gonna roll Arcana to see if I can figure out anything else about this thing that was summoned. Unless that would be religion, in which case I'll roll that.
Either or. You've heard of things like this. You're not sure exactly which one. It's either a barbed devil or a spined devil.
ugh.
Do I know any useful information about either of these species?
Do they go down to Georgia?
Now with a 13.
Their weakness is getting their heads chopped off.
So what you're saying is I can't just load up the monster manual and take a peek.
This isn't the Matrix.
No, K3 cannot download the stats of the universe into her.
Is that like a campaign?
I
Shit,
need
I did
guns.
it again.
Lots of guns.
I mean, I clicked it again, even though it was already on Brian's turn. It is Brian's turn, not Giovanna's. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm going to attack the shaman.
Saying right now.
I'll let you do your thing.
Okay.
Just typing out my responses. Oh.
Shit. Yeah, you cut the shaman's head off.
Yay! Murder.
And then I'm gonna attack the fiend.
As the
For
shaman
the record,
died-
that extra 8 was for the natural 20, so
That
it
was
would
on
only be-
which was on advantage, which I didn't have.
Right.
So it was
No, you
only
did.
an 8.
Because he was
but
blind.
he only had 2
Oh
HP
yeah, that's
left.
right.
Just straight
He
Oh,
was
well.
blind,
Oh, it
so I
doesn't
would have had
matter.
advantage anyways.
Oh, yeah. Good point. So yeah, you just eviscerate that shaman.
He explodes.
When you do so, the remaining green dot orc just fades out of existence.
Huzzah!
Everybody's got blood on him now.
It's like the end of Ghostbusters when the marshmallow guy explodes.
But yeah, now I'm gonna swing around to flash at the fiend.
The fiend looks at you and's like, "You're going to be a problem, aren't you?"
I've been told.
Well, you hit and deal 9 damage.
Oh, remember that blue you told you
Ryan takes pride in being a problem to evil.
I realize I forgot to roll the devil's initiative.
Whoop.
Also, I'm going to start a new death metal band name, or death metal band now called The Devil's Initiative.
That actually sounds pretty rad. Also, although none of us probably know it, we're having spirit on spirit violence here. Genasi versus demon.
Hot spirit on spirit violence.
You know, paladins need range spells, god damn it.
Do you not get access to guiding bolt?
Oh, I thought you said rain spells. I'm like, we're indoors. How would that help?
We're indoors in space. How would that help?
Also true.
Yeah, the fiend should have gone after T3.
Whoops.
Oh well. The fiend. Let's see. Yeah, it's just going to. It's going to make its multi-attack.
Fuck. Put him down. Put him down.
Okay, so it hits you with 1. Deals 9 damage to Brian.
I'm gonna be right back.
Did she really say that, or are you saying that she said that?
It's fine. Still 49 HP.
and then makes a third attack with its tail, dealing an extra 7.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Still 42 HP. Everybody knows that's the answer.
Well, nah, she has to go pick up someone.
It seems leery of you, like it's testing you. It doesn't know what it's been summoned into.
Okay, I still
Okay. Now it's Giovanna's turn.
I need healing again. I feel like Meissen is eventually just going to be the. Well, no, he's not going to be the Reinhardt of this.
Give me a second. I'm thinking. A lot of people need heal.
Ison's going to turn into the Donald of this game.
So what?
Did you say that he doesn't have to use drugs?
The Donald, I thought he said. Like the villager that becomes the extreme powerhouse that just smashes everything. If it
Oh, I
was a
thought you
fire
said
Emblem
Donald and
reference.
then the duck.
Oh, it could have been the duck. I could have misheard.
Yeah. I do eventually get an ability that will allow me to, like.
Not wear pants.
Okay, I guess I will try accept an attack of opportunity and go try to heal Meissen.
Apparently, I'll win something if I find 3 red shooting stars in this night sky.
Yeah, eventually, like, way down the line, I'll get an ability that will allow me to, heal as, like, if I...
You take 8 damage, Giovanna. Ouch. Meissen, you only heal 4 HP.
Not 1.
Okay, don't know what... Okay, I was at, like... Help.
You're at 21 now. Wait, no, you're at 29 now. I took that the wrong way.
Thank you.
Is there a bonus action you'd like to use, Giovanna?
No, I don't have any bonus actions that I can use at the moment.
Alright, Burke, your turn.
I wonder, can Burke dispel the summoned creature?
Roll Arcana.
Oh god, I suck at Arcana. Come on, big money. Big money, no whammies.
Dweeb.
Is me.
Freaking game show references.
7.
You really have no idea what would happen.
Well, regardless, I'll try it. Actually, before I do so, I will give... you know what? I will give Brian my Bardic Inspiration. I have that tambourine and say, you can do it! And then, yes, I will cast Dispel Magic on the Fiend.
Okay, when you cast Dispel Magic, the Fiend grins and says, well, it looks like the terms of this bargain are no longer valid. And you see there's a rolled up sheet of paper. Well, Brian, you can see this. I don't think Burke actually can. A rolled up sheet of paper on the shaman's body that is burning away.
Sweet.
So the demon is no longer bound to kill you. Of course, that doesn't mean you know what he's going.
Brian, don't hit it. Please, we can negotiate.
I do not know a word. Negotiate?
It means we can talk to it. It was under a contract, like we were. He has broken the contract. Perhaps we can make one with it.
Kaylin, you probably can't really hear much of any of this because you're still at the top of the stair.
Fair.
What's going on?
Hey guys, what's happening?
Alright, Pantera, your turn.
Pantera is going to try to flanking pounce the fellow facing Myson.
She doesn't have enough room to pounce, but she can definitely take him down.
Take him out.
Okay.
To initiate it, yes. No. That hits because you have advantage from being flanked. Yeah, go ahead and roll the damage for the.
Right. So, I've been assuming that Pantera is not affected by the whole Ranger favorite enemy thing. Is that right? Or should I have been adding on bonus damage like this entire time? Sorry, forgot push to talk. So, I haven't been adding any of the Ranger damage bonus to Pantera's stuff because I assumed that's not how it works. But is that how it works since it's a companion?
Okay. To the damage roll, you would add just Pantera's strength and your proficiency bonus, which at level 5 is plus 3.
That was what I thought, right. Favorite enemy would only work for Kaylin?
I'm not actually sure about that. Let me
I'll check.
All right, okay, I mean, you can check.
Road Ranger.
I thought favorite enemy only allowed you to gain knowledge about that enemy easier.
Nope.
Does 2 additional damage? So this is either 10 as rolled, or if that's... So this is either a 10 as rolled, or if I've been doing it wrong the entire time and he does get ranger bonuses, it would be a 12. That is the point I am curious about.
Yep. And I'll just...
I don't see it specifically called out in here. I would assume no, because...
Right, I hadn't been doing it because I assumed no, but, you know, any advantage?
Yeah, the only thing it says is that proficiency bonus.
Right, so 10 damage then.
Alright, so, the orc is very low. He has, got several deep gashes all along his body. He looks like he's about ready to retreat and let the demon handle this. It is Kaylin's turn.
Trying to decide what to do now. As pointed out, I would not know much of what's going on with the demon, so I'm probably just gonna try to kill some orcs. Let me see if I'm close enough to do with a stick. Yes,
You're within
I
range of everything.
could move and do that. Let me go ahead and do it.
The orc just suddenly sees this massive furball just bounce down off the stairs in front of him. And he is like, in Orcish, oh shit.
That's
You hit his AC exactly.
nice. Okay, then. But 9. Well, hoped more accurate, you know. Just bounce down, smack it in the face. And then Pantera's extra attack on my turn, which will be to the other injured orc.
Yep. Oh, Pantera, I just remembered, already took his reaction to make that opportunity attack.
Oh, alrighty then. Belay that then. Let's see, do I have anything I can do as an extra? I don't believe so.
Do you have any spells you could cast? Because some of Ranger spells are a bonus.
I have in total Speak with Animals, which wouldn't be much good other than asking Panty how the fight's going. Ensnaring Strike, which I probably would have used with my attack if I had. Animal Friendship, which, you know, Starship. Long Strider, and Disguise Self as a Racial.
Okay. Alright, in that case, Myson, your go. Say?
I'm gonna be real with you, Mr. Fiend. Can you please just go home? Please?
It studies you up and down and says, oh, so is the paladin, the brave paladin, willing to make a deal?
I imagine at this point I do have a few, bloody spots, and my golden armor is covered in, both mine and my enemy's blood, and I just look at him tired. Weirdly.
I didn't mean to fire a flame arrow.
It depends. Will your part of the deal be shutting up and going away?
Really
The,
excellent delivery on these lines. Just A+.
Mm-hmm.
The Fiend actually laughs at this and says, oh, I suppose I could be convinced to do that. With the contract destroyed, I no longer have any stake in this fight. But, wouldn't you like something more than just me going a bit way faffing about? Come on. One of you all, and he gestures to the room, must have some sort of desire. Myson, do you want to do anything with your turn? Or if not, the orc's going to take advantage of this and try and hit you.
I think I'm gonna,
There's a pumpkin up there. Grab it from me.
attack the orc with my short sword.
Okay.
Yeah, or is it a little basket or a bucket?
No, not.
Yeah. Got 5 pieces.
Doesn't hit. Just skids off his...
Grab 2 pieces.
Fuck off, man.
You do get 2 attacks.
Okay.
I'll take another one. Why not?
No.
And to the fiend I say, I'm good here.
The fiend says, if any of you can offer me something worth taking, I'll be glad to accept it. And it's the orc fighter's turn. He is going to disengage and move back behind the fiend. And that's his turn. Key3, you're up.
See, I'm having a moral dilemma over here as a player, like trying to decide with my barely characterized new PC, would she make a deal with the devil or not? Like,
Well, technically, it's a devil, not the devil.
I said,
I didn't hear that.
me too. I could offer it a couple of souls. I'm sure I got a couple I could spare. Because of my pact. It's special.
Hey, as long as it's not my soul, I don't care.
Andy, would you let me do that? Would you let me sell souls that are not my own?
I mean, you can make the offer, but whether the host will agree to that is a whole other story.
Can I play it as my own PC?
I have to imagine there's like probably, considering how many people died, there's like probably a couple thousand of those fuckers that are like, yeah, being sold to a devil sounds better than whatever I'm going through right now.
I mean, if you want to make the offer, go ahead. Roll persuade.
Okay, but did the demon say whether he can get Delilah back or get us to her or not?
I didn't even see that question.
Oh. Yeah.
I don't think you should offer souls to the devil. You don't know where those souls have been. Like, they might...
Sorry, that was just said in probably the best way of, I don't think you should offer souls to it. That is very true. I think you maybe shouldn't, but hey, I'm about it.
It's funny because it's like I wish we were having this conversation in character because it would be fucking hilarious, but we're not because.
Well, because you're still in the middle of a fight.
Yeah. So, what does the demon say?
The demon says, "Sure, I can get your little girl back, but it'll cost. How many souls can you offer me?"
1, 2, 3 souls.
I didn't offer any souls yet. Like, Kaylin asked the question before I said anything. It's just jumping right to give me some souls, bitch. It can't do that.
There's a juicy food bomb inside here.
Can you, like, make sure to only offer it evil souls? Like, souls of murderers, maybe? That died in the great big explodey thing?
Oh my god, Andy, rename it the Great Big Splody Thing.
Yes.
But yeah, like, I have all kinds. I'm sure I could find a couple that are like just total fuckbags.
I will 100% offer up my own soul if I can play as said fiend in the game from now on.
No, I like Burke better. Please don't.
No, he's gonna be a very sassy demon.
That was what you would rename the Sundering. the great big explodey thing. That's what people would call it in like casual conversation. It's like, remember when the great big explodey thing happened and everybody died?
I forgot the name. I'm sorry.
No, it's a better name. I don't even remember what the name was. I just like this one
It's
better.
objectively better. It's amazing. It's hilarious.
And it's very descriptive, because that's exactly what it was. A great
And
big
they have a
exploding
holiday
thing.
in remembrance called Great Big Explodey Thing Day.
Okay.
Or at the very least, that is what somebody calls it in universe.
Anyway, so is Q3 going to do anything or just chat at the?
Oh shit! It's my turn. Talking is a free action. I can talk when it's not my turn, right?
Yes, but you can't have elaborate conversations because this is all within 6 seconds.
All right. Well, I can still talk to it and attack something, so I'm gonna attack shit first.
Okay.
Which of these orcs is more dead?
Hold on.
You know what? I can just hit them both if I use Eldritch Blast.
Do it.
Do it.
Okay, so the
Do it,
first
Anakin.
roll.
Kill him.
The first one is for the one that's beneath Kaelin, and then the second roll is for the other one. I can re-roll that 'cause I'm a halfling.
Yeah.
I love that song.
Oh shit!
It's a good song.
Shots.
Okay, so the second one, it just takes the orc's head off.
Splat. You seem to
The other
And
one-
I'd have to roll damage for the.
Yeah.
Every game
Am I rolling
play.
damage on the nat 20 or the 25?
Roll damage on the 25. There's no way you were not going to kill the other one.
Why is this
Another 9 damage. Wrong way again. Okay. Anything else you wanted to do on your turn?
Yeah, I guess I'll talk to the Fiend. Gosh, I still don't know exactly what to say. It's like I didn't think in session 1 I would be selling some souls to a devil, but I'm gonna do it. It sounds like an interesting direction to take my character in.
Oh boy.
What?
You're just lucky I'm not lawful good.
I'm
My
chaotic
sense looks at
stupid.
you with some alarm, but doesn't say anything. But this does freak him out.
So, are you going to offer it souls from the host?
I would probably want to ask the host first and the demon second. I assume I can petition them in my brain so I don't have to tell my party members that I'm considering.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to whisper something.
I've been inside another house. This blanket is a house.
You think of it like that, yeah?
No, I'm pretending.
Well, pretend to go to sleep.
Yeah. Go to bed. Take a little nap.
If combat is mostly over, then Mysa is
It
just
isn't.
going. Shit.
Oh yeah, there's still an
There's
orc.
still one guy that's not dead, plus the fiend.
Alright, speaking of the fiend, it's his turn.
I'm typing something to say to it real quick.
I know, but first it is going to 2, 3, 4. So that provokes OAs from Pantera and Brine.
Sweet.
What? Cheers in F word times, right?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, I'm talking about
That didn't work so well.
Ooh.
I got distracted by trying to follow the conversation in a non-native language. That when it went by, I barely.
And Kiri at this point, it's like, don't hit it, it's friendly.
So it rushes the orc and starts to kill the orc.
and when I try to
Very.
Although it misses with its first 2 claw attacks and finally stabs the orc with its.
like
That is a wily orc.
Well, would Pantera even follow what's going on? I mean, all she knows is big evil spiny thing ran by. Why do I keep doing that?
The cats are girls, the dogs are boys. Fallacy.
Yep.
Okay, I'm done speech-agitating to the fiend.
As the fiend attacks, he's like, then let me finish off my former employers so we can chat in peace. Okay. Brian, your turn.
Well, but can't really do much. I guess I can go in here and try and attack the orc. Using the hand axe because I don't want to accidentally. It's a lot easier to in this small area.
Check if there's anything about fiends in my oath. I doubt it, but
This
Often a
orc,
technicality.
backed into a corner, has just become my master of defense.
I'm just laughing at the crit fail, and then if I had advantage, it would have been.
Crit success. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty bad.
That's
That's pretty rough. You got the high end and the low end of that one.
All right, Giovanna.
Okay, so
Honestly, the demon agreed to kill the orc, so we don't even have to do anything. We could all just, like,
Chill.
take 5. Yeah.
then you wouldn't get any experience points for killing this one.
This is a milestone campaign. Experience points aren't a thing.
There you go.
Listen. Stop using your logic on me.
Javon is actually going to take the opportunity to toss alchemical acid onto the fiend.
Whoa, okay. So she tosses it over Burke and Brian's heads, or just you want to move?
Yeah. No, tosses it over.
All right. What is that? An attack roll, or do I
it's-
need to roll a save?
It's a dex save. Let me see here. It's a dexterity save versus 14.
Oh no, he does not save.
And at 5th level, it does 3d6.
Love the idea of this orc just sitting there, just fending everybody off by poking them and with a stick or something.
It's a weird
Not even
time for
doing-
this work.
Yeah. Everybody it knows is dead, but it's still surviving. It will survive.
Yeah, this orc just went, I don't know, full Eye of the Tiger at this point.
Okay, the demon turns to regard Giovanna and is like, I thought we had a deal.
Well, technically, you had to deal with my tiny friend, not the one with the hat.
That
Hat
checks
friend,
out.
tiny
It
friend.
is a drow. They will manipulate
Key3
things.
looks like she vaguely wants to like facepalm right now. But she agrees with the sentiment that
Whoa.
the demon may have gotten her considering its offer, but it has yet to sufficiently persuade her comrades, and that's not her problem.
And you
Um,
call me the demon.
Roll persuasion, Keith.
Key3 didn't say that out loud, though. I did.
I said something in agreement with Myson. I assume like I'm the one that was trying to make a deal with it, so Andy's like making me roll to decide if it's even willing to so consider the deal with me after my ally just attacked it.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, basically. You succeed. It's definitely
Damn.
going to stay negotiating with you, Keith.
She says it
Do
very.
not piss off the big ass spiny thing.
She says it very nonchalantly too. Like she says, if you failed, she actually says the words like, "If you failed to sufficiently persuade my allies, that isn't my problem." That's what she says to it directly, to explain why Giovanna is still allowed to attack the demon, even if it was considering a deal with her. Like she's not controlling Giovanna's actions because she's not like the leader or anything.
Well, you don't have a leader.
Speaking of the leader,
We're an autonomous collective.
Exactly.
Speaking of leaders, it's the bard's turn.
Oh, I am the. I don't really have any space to do anything, so I will give Kaylin a bardic inspiration die, and that's it for me. I don't know how weird things are going to get in just a second, so I will bide my time.
Okay, so Kaelin gets bardic inspiration. Pantera, your turn.
Pantera, go check out those ships that they were yelling about earlier. Make sure there aren't more on there. And so the cat will go wander off.
Well, the cat, A, doesn't understand the concept of space. B,
Wait, you're telling me
Can't read
cats don't
sensors.
understand space?
and 3, there are no windows on the ship, so it can't really look for other ships.
Man, is Speech of Beast just fucking worthless or what? I want this guy dead if talking to the cat is not gonna work out. Ah, well.
He can follow commands, he just has no way to follow this command.
It's really easy to teach him tricks.
Pantera, go look for more orcs.
Okay, Pantera understands that, and
Pantera, shake.
sniffs off down into the... At the back of it, Pantera finds a closed hatch that presumably leads down to the fighter that docked. Or not down, it actually leads up to the fighter that docked. Kalen, do you want to put this poor orc out of his misery?
Yes.
You can do it.
Although I'm also gonna do the offer that was written above towards the fiend, if he's still listening, as the talking free action.
Well, the fiend already said that he could get the girl for you. He needs...
No, there
an
was a
offer
reply
worthy.
to that. I'll go get it real quick. This is what Kalen said after the Souls comment.
The fiend... Okay, the fiend says to that, my lord Asmodeus has no need of mere thugs, unless you can offer something substantial, like the souls of everyone your blade fells for the next, 100 years or so.
I will consider it. In the meantime, consider the orca down payment.
Myson is not going to make any deals with the devil, mostly because he's working for the other side, and that would surely kind of break some.
Yeah, Myson, you get the sense that Paylor does not want you to do anything but kill this. Poor Myson, and he can't even make a second attack because Beast Conclave Rangers don't get extra.
Wait, don't you get my inspiration dice with that?
You said Myson instead of Kalen. It's Kalen that's attacking.
Yeah, I know. I just misspoke. I mean, he could, but he'd have to roll maximum an 8 on it to actually, well, or nearly so to actually hit. But he can try.
Oh, I thought.
Roll 1d8, Steven.
Sorry, I thought Kami misunderstood, and I was clarifying for him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow, you got it.
Okay.
So, yeah, with your inspiration, you managed to hit the orc in the face with a great...
Always love hitting an orc in the face.
Thank you, Bard.
You're welcome.
So that's 2d6 plus your strength. Or no, it's a
I
great
won't
club.
get in trouble
1d8 plus your strength.
for potentially letting the fiend get away, but I cannot handle a fight with a fiend right now.
Oh, there we go.
Dang. Even with favorite enemy, it is still just a 7. Ah, man. Oh well. 7's better than 0, I guess.
Oh, it's also one less than you needed to kill it.
Wah, wah.
Okay, Myson's turn.
Here we go.
I just want to point out for the record, even though it's probably not going to matter to either Myson or Giovanna's opinion, especially not Myson, it's a devil, not a demon. Because demons are like chaotic evil. They're just like, they just want to fuck murder everything. They don't care. They don't make deals.
Wait, is fuck murder a specific type of murder?
Yeah.
It's more murdery than regular murder.
Wait, is the other option of that Mary?
No.
Yeah.
Mary fuck murder?
Fuck, marry, kill.
Yep.
I mean, whatever. But, like, devils are like, obviously in previous editions they were lawful evil. Now we don't have a lawful evil. We just have evil and chaotic evil.
No, they brought lawful evil back.
Yeah.
Oh, did they really? They got rid of it in 4E. Cool, I guess. But yeah,
So I
like
thought you said it.
the thing
Resounding
about
endorsement.
the thing about devils, first of all, they serve a divinity, Asmodeus, and they keep to rules and stuff. Like if you make a deal with them, they have to follow it and everything because they're lawful evil. They don't. The laws they follow might be evil, but they'll keep to the laws that they have.
Right. So basically, politicians. Gotcha. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Remember chaotic evil.
Oh yeah, that is true.
All right, what is Myson going to do? Say?
My son. There we go. Hello.
Hello.
Miss you. Oh,
It's your
shit.
turn.
I'm gonna cast cure wounds on myself.
Okay, roll 1d8 plus your spellcasting.
Okay, that feels better.
Alright, so yeah, you go up to 30.
Thank you.
Okay, the orc fighter is completely surrounded, has no idea what to do, and just tries to back away. Of course, provokes opportunity attacks from both Burn, or from Kaylin and Brian. I'm sorry.
And from the fiend, technically, if the fiend wants.
No, the fiend, it doesn't provoke an away from him. He's still within range. He has 1 HP left, so you just... And he goes...
Yay!
Hooray. Thank you. Back in character. There's the down payment offered.
The devil says, I don't feel safe making a bargain. And he points to Myson and two in the room. So offer me the souls now, or I'm leaving.
I mean,
Goodbye then, sir. Bison just flips him the bird.
I'm not saying we shouldn't consider it.
The devil says, fine then. Good luck saving your girl. And the demon just vanishes in a puff of fire and smoke. The devil, I mean.
Alright, so...
Also, before the demon disappeared, like, when she was shrugging, she basically said, like, if you're that afraid of us, you couldn't have helped us that much anyway, so...
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, it's a CR5 devil, so it's not exactly going to be granting you with.
Okay, so let's review. Our ship is incredibly damaged.
Giovanna says that we use the fighter to board the enemy vessel.
I can.
Roll Arcana, everyone who has it as a skill, or just intelligence.
I'll roll intelligence.
Would this be a situation?
Seeing this spell, of course, Kaylin's the only one who gets it. You've seen, like, enough times during your time with the Frost Giants. They had a small group of, like, you know, human, normal person-sized, like, warlocks and wizards who they used as a boarding party when they wanted to raid someone else. And they couldn't have gotten far with the teleport that they used to make Delilah vanish.
So, 500 feet, would the enemy vessel, the big one, be within 500 feet? Because I don't think so. Space is big.
Yeah, vessel would, like, either the enemy vessel would have to be right on top of the ship, which seems unlikely, or they teleported her to a smaller vessel that's somewhere within 500 feet of the ship.
Ah.
So not defeat.
I will disclose this to my allies now that I've had time to think about it. I will probably leave out the part about the time with the Frost Giants, however.
Alright. And also, you see near the base of the staircase, there is a lever that you think would probably close the docking bay, or close the cargo bay, seal it off, so you know, pulling the ship away would not you know,
kill everyone.
Yeah, kill everyone on board from vacuum.
Okay, let's pull that lever, take the fighter, go through and find that dimension door.
Well,
Guys,
see, we want to fit.
guys, if we don't rest up, we might actually be in serious trouble.
You can rest on the way, I mean, on the ship, like on the fighter.
I'm okay with it.
Alright.
Well, wouldn't we have to get into another combat before we rest on the fighter?
Well, let's see. There were
They could have committed all their troops.
Like, yeah, you know, there were 4 real people in the room, 3 warriors and the shaman. So at most, the fighter has one more person on it.
Yeah, we can take one. I mean, 1 against 7. I think we should be fine.
Don't jinx it.
We'll be
Alright,
fine.
here's
By the way.
Giovanna loots the shaman before we go.
Not going once.
I get
Um,
back my axe.
Is there any good armor?
Guys, I have
Well-
something actually important I need to ask the DM about.
Yes.
So, we're gonna pursue to the fighter, but like, if we pull this lever, what I'm trying to figure out is like, do we need to tell the captain, and like, are we gonna tell the captain to like pull the ship away after we've made it out of the cargo bay, or like,
Oh, that's a good question.
Can they seal the cargo bay?
we can seal the cargo bay,
Okay.
and then we would be going to the other ship, but the ship is a small one,
There is an
and we would
intercom
be
next to the lever.
basically what I'm getting at is if we seal the cargo bay, the best thing to do would be to also tell the captain of this ship to get the hell away from the big orc ship that's
Not right now.
out there. But that means we would essentially be getting onto an enemy vessel with just the 7 of us and the chick we're trying to rescue and like 1 orc. And the ship that we were previously on would be going away from us. So we would kind of be by ourselves unless we could use the fighter to get back to the big ship.
I
And I'm
mean,
not sure how we would get back on the big ship, but you know.
I think my character would be okay with that. Reckless danger in order to make sure no innocents get murked. Yeah, I'd be okay with it.
Also, your family will be pissed if you let.
Yeah, that is
Or-
true. My sister already tried to kill me once this year, so like
I'm-
literally.
What? Like,
So basically, Q3.
Anyway, it's part of my duty to protect innocent people, and I shouldn't just let a woman get kidnapped.
I
Okay,
took on a
guys.
contract.
Q3 is not proposing that we don't go after Delilah Starblade. We're gonna do that.
Yeah,
What
I'm
she's
following.
saying is what the rest. She's trying to help us figure out what the rest of the plan is.
Yeah,
Namely, like, what are we doing about the threat of the orcs in general to the ship that we're on now, and how we're getting whatever. I assume that everyone agrees to the plan to like tell the captain of this ship to get the hell away, and we'll just take the fighter and
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
I think we can just throw caution to the wind. If we die, we die.
all right. Q3 will radio back to the use the intercom to tell the captain what the plan is.
All right. The
That's your
captain
plan.
says
We do not die.
that it's a very brave thing you're doing, and that he'll get the others to safety, and also use his greater sending stone to call for help. So there may be reinforcements on the way, but it could take a while. So be very careful.
Space police.
So Q3 probably gives the captain like an agreed upon time to wait. Like give us 10 minutes to seal the cargo bay and GTFO, and then
Yeah, I like that.
if we're gonna keep playing a little longer, I need to use the restroom.
That's fine. I need to grab a drink myself.
Okay, BRB.
I wish I had some soda.
I'm gonna put on some tea and look through those sci-fi books. I don't think there's anything that makes much sense for Kalen. But range is not so great, so multi-classing might be a good idea.
I'm half thinking Bard, Wild Sorcerer on Burke.
That could be neat.
So how would multi-classing as a sorcerer even work? Don't you have to be born with those powers?
I've been wondering that myself. I guess he would basically figure out all of a sudden that he was always born with them, and they were just locked away until.
I think it's like the Star Wars RPG where you're like, oh, I just realized I have sensitivity. It just was, it was locked away inside me all along.
I think we should, end it off soon.
We will.
Dang cat. Oh. Who's the most hurt?
Probably Myson.
Yeah, me.
My son. Before we... I give you... Actually, I give short Song of Rest that gives everybody an extra 1d6 for healing. Except for me, alas.
Two. So that I'm at 39 again.
Also, I need better spells. I do not like my spell.
What Bardic College are you in again?
I am College of Valor.
Okay.
Also, I love Zone of Truth. You basically have Wonder Woman's lasso. Except you don't get to lasso people.
Well, then what is the point?
I'm back.
Welcome back. Oh, so nobody's on the turn order at the moment, by the way.
Also, it's basically the movie Liar Liar is the spell. It's not really that helpful.
I have learned that Artificer is not as great as Mystic.
Well, yeah, because Mystic, you literally can drop someone from inner orbit and then they explode.
Yeah. Also, though, making an Artificer an ad hoc healer was a really stupid idea.
No.
Just in retro. But, oh well.
Well, what would you change to if you could?
I'm not sure. But the potion making version of the Artificer is kind of lackluster. I think if I had gone the gunslinger route of Artificer, that probably would have been better, but it wouldn't have been much of a healer. So, I don't know.
I do not understand Artificer as they're mostly a homebrew class.
I think that the GM is hey guysing us.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just reminding you that we're not doing my house rule about reserve HP instead of hit die.
Oh, what is that?
You
Oh
have.
my god, guys, you have a document explaining it. I'll pull it up right now.
I'm sorry.
Look. I don't know how to read.
Yeah.
What do you want from me?
You have a number of reserve hit points equal to your total maximum, and you just spend them to heal up during a short rest, and you get half them back during a long rest.
It sounds more complicated.
What was the
just
thing
1 second.
Burke used a thing.
Mostly because I just like the fact that I can click a button
Well, I'll put it this way, to hopefully try and make that sound more simple, because it actually is really, really fucking simple. Let's say you have 40 HP, like I do. You have 40 reserve HP. If at any time you're injured, you just pick how many of those reserve HP you want, and you add them to your current total, and that's it. So let's say I lost 10, so I'm at 30. I take 10 from my reserve HP, and I heal myself, and now I have 30 reserve HP. And that's it. It's like...
I'm just going to stick with the 8 just because it gives me a nice round number. And it's less math.
Works for me.
I don't like math.
Don't knock it over.
Oh, I thought you were gasping because I said bad things about math, and you're a nerd. I mean, an accountant.
Taking a break now would do me some benefits. Like, I'm really hungry and I'm really falling out.
Are we ending early then?
Well, I was going to play out this scene on the fighter, but I mean, if everyone would want to do that next time, then I suppose that we could.
So just by the way, we can't see anybody on the. So don't forget to erase.
What?
Don't forget to erase all the people from the last map on turn order. Because we can't see anybody.
On the turn order?
Yeah, we can see the turn order.
But you can't see anybody on it.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine because there's nobody on it right now.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Since before we had trouble with, you being able to see the people from the last map and not.
Yeah, I know, and not everyone else could.
Better safe than having to quickly redo it in the middle.
So anyway, are we going to just go forward, or do you want to call it for now?
I'm fine with whatever.
Hey there,
I'd
sorry
like
about
to
that.
see the fighter scene, but if it's more helpful to them to break, I'm willing to do that.
But
We,
sorry about
we
that.
don't
I had
have a lot
someone,
left.
Someone was canvassing and would not shut up. Yeah, I had, like MSX said, I have Song of Rest, which gives everybody an extra hit dice. Or gets an extra 1d6 whenever they spend a hit dice on a short rest. I don't know how that works with reserve HP.
I just say, roll a d6 for every HP you spend equal to your hit die value.
Okay.
What the? You're not required to be illiterate anymore to be a barbarian. I could multi-class in that and keep the book.
So
I have no idea
I think-
what we're doing.
I think it would be fine to just do this really quick final scene, but if Say really feels that bad and really wants to go, then... So it sounds like we're all leaving it to Seychelles to decide.
I need to retire. I'm sorry.
No worries.
And I'm having trouble keeping numbers straight.
Well, I mean, we're not going to be doing any more numbers.
The hit die stuff is...
Well, we can handle that next time. But I mean, if you really need to quit, then yeah, we can just call it here.
Sorry.
Let's call it.
All right.
And you don't have to be sorry about it. It's fine.
Yeah. We were almost at our
Thanks,
normal
Glenn.
ending point anyway. It's not like we lost any time.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry you're not feeling great, Say, but anyway, I hope everyone had fun in spite of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, your health and well-being is more important than just continuing on.
Yeah, I'm gonna retire now. I'm gonna...
Take a nap.
Take a nap. All
Sounds
right.
like you've earned it.
All right. Peace, y'all. Have a good rest of your week.
Bye.
And I'm glad
Bye,
my
everyone.
character this time didn't get impaled.
Yeah.
Or, have to see a version of of him crushed to death. We went into a spooky place. I kept failing my wisdom saves. And then my character, the rogue, failed his dexterity save at one point. It got caught in a trap.
Lit?
Yeah.
Mm.
The rogue failed a dexterity save.
That is
All the way looked
that is
bad.
not a good time.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It was. We killed a lizard, which went well, relatively.
Good.
But then we got stuck in that spooky place and had to deal with all the traps.
Oh, no.
And then my character almost died.
Well, you know.
Anyway, I need to go take a Tylenol myself, so I'm gonna head out.
Okay, I'm gonna eat.
All right, y'all have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
pasta pizza?
Oh, it's Karen Benson.
Not long.
10:57. Huh? 10:57. It's too late for him to be sleeping.
No.
I feel like it's too late for him to be sleeping.
Well, we went to the playground.
Yeah.
He was going